Welcome guys. So in this particular video, we are going to be talking about reciprocal equation, where we are going to be having the highest power of x to be 4. So for example, solve for x in the equation 5x raised to the power 4 plus 9x raised to the power 3 minus 12x squared minus 9x plus 5 equals 0. Guys, let's start. So what are you going to do now? This is what we are going to do. Step 1. Divide through by x squared. So we are going to divide all the equation by x squared. So therefore, this expression, which is 5x raised to the power 4 plus 9x raised to the power 3 minus 12x squared minus 9x plus 5 equals 0. We are going to divide by x squared, 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 divide by x squared. So this returns to 5x squared plus this turns to 9x minus 12 minus 9 over x plus 5 over x squared equals to 0. So once we're done is step 2. Step 2. Collect the like terms. So this is 5x squared, this is 5x squared, so that will be 5x squared plus 5 over x squared plus 9x minus 9 over x minus 12 is equals to 0. So therefore, once you are at this point, the next thing we are going to do now is that you are going to bracket this. You will also bracket this. So once you've done this, you are going to factorize the common element. Sorry, the common number. So what is common to this and this? That is 5. Open brackets. X squared plus 1 over x squared. What's common to this and this? That's also what? 9. Open brackets. X minus 1 over x minus 12 equals 0. So that is the first 2 steps in attempting this type of question. So at this point, we are hooked. So we have to take a bypass step before we are going to continue. So let's look at step 3. So guys, in this step 3, you will see that in this part we have x squared plus 1 over x squared, and here we have x minus 1 over x. What is the next thing we are going to do? This is what we are going to do. We will just say, let x minus 1 over x to equals to m. Once you let this x minus 1 over x to equals to m, then square both sides. Both sides. So I'm going to square both sides. So I'm going to, this expression returns to x minus 1 over x all squared is equals to m squared. I'm going to square both sides. So the squaring of this will then be rewritten as this. X minus 1 over x minus 1 over x is equals to m squared. And I'm going to use this to multiply everything here. Use this to multiply everything here. So what is x times x? That is x squared. What is x times minus 1 over x? That is minus 1. What is minus 1 over x times x? That is minus 1. What is minus 1 over x times minus 1 over x? That is plus 1 over x squared is equals to m squared. So therefore, guys, minus this is minus 1 minus 1. So guys, what is minus 1 minus 1? That is minus 2, right? So this simply means that I can bring this minus 2 to the other side. It returns to what? Plus 2. So I'm going to be left with x squared plus 1 over x squared to equals to m squared plus 2. So At this point, this simply means that when my x minus 1 over x is m, then my x squared plus 1 over x squared will be equals to what? M squared plus 2. So therefore, guys, this expression that I'm hooked up with the other time, I'm going to rewrite it as 5, open bracket. You know x squared plus 1 over x squared is equals to m squared plus 2. That is m squared plus 2 plus 9. X minus 1 over x is already equals to m. M minus 12 equals 0. Then let's move on to the next step. So since 5m squared plus 2 plus 9m minus 12 is equal to 0, so therefore, guys, I'm going to use this to open a bracket. That will be 5m squared plus 10 plus 9m minus 12 equals 0. I'm going to arrange. That will be 5m squared plus 9m plus 10 minus 12, that is minus 2, is equals to 0. Solve quadratically. I'm going to solve it quadratically. And if I solve quadratically, m will be equals to 1 over 5. This is m1. And m2 will be equals to minus 2. But guys, you have to be very careful. Don't forget that from the beginning, remember or recall, x minus 1 over x is equals to m. So this simply means that the value of 1 over 5 and minus 2 that I got is actually the value of what? X minus 1 over x. But the question asked me to look for the value of x. Do you get that? So therefore, I will now do something like this. I will now say if m is equals to 1 over 5 and x minus 1 over x is equals to m, therefore x minus 1 over x will equals to 1 over 5. So this part, I'm going to look for the LCM. That is x. 1 in x times x, x squared, minus x is x1. 1 times 1, 1, is equals to 1 over 5. Then cross multiply. This will be 5x squared minus 5 is equals to x. Then rearrange. I'm going to get 5x squared. Bring this side to the other side. Minus x minus 5 is equals to 0. Now, you know I've gotten a quadratic, right? So I will also say if m is equals to minus 2 and x minus 1 over x is equals to m, so therefore x minus 1 over x will equals to minus 2. So also look for the LCM. 1 in x times x, x squared, minus x in x, 1 times 1, 1, is equals to minus 2. Then cross multiply. This will then be x squared minus 1 is equals to minus 2x. Bring this minus 2x to the other side. That will be x squared plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So I'm going to solve quadratically for this. I will also solve quadratically for this. I will solve quadratically for that also. So guys, after solving quadratically, my x1 will be 1.095, while my x2 will be minus 0.895. My x3 will be 0.414, while my x4 will be minus 2.414. Remember that the highest power of the question was 4. So that is why we are getting what? 4 roots. So thank you guys for watching. In our next tutorial video, we are going to be dealing with partial fraction. See you next time. Thank you.